Hello, and welcome to the Artifact Podcast, where I take the part of a museum guide and describe two artifacts which convey common symbols in different mythologies. In this podcast, I will be describing two different artifacts, one from Hindu mythology and one from Norse mythology. At the end of this podcast, I will put pictures of the artifacts I chose. This will help just in case my description wasn't satisfactory enough. Without further ado, here are the artifacts that I chose. The two artifacts I chose were the deity panel with Varksha Devi in the center and the book The Well of Urd. The deity panel with Varksha Devi in the center has an elaborate border around it with two smiling faces on either end. The smiling faces have an X pattern around them, with also another border around them. In the center of the painting is another smiling face. However, this smiling face has either the trunk of a tree or a body that appears to be a trunk of a tree. Off this trunk, many branches with leaves sprout off of it. The ancient Nordic poem book The Well of Urd depicts an ancient Nordic tree called Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil is a tree that connects all the 9 realms of the Nordic world. The deity panel was created in Madhubani, India, with an unknown date being given on the Google Arts and Culture website. The date of creation of the Well of Urd is also unknown, but it has changed hands through many years, starting in the early 1200s. The symbol of trees is used in the deity panel when the branches are outstretching towards either side of the panel, towards the Tripitch male sun gods. The symbol of a tree is used in the Well of Urd because the tree connects all the 9 realms together, connecting everyone in togetherness. The symbol represents being one with each other and togetherness. Discovered from many sources that ancient Indians were in fact very hospitable towards others and outsiders, so therefore I can only conclude that togetherness was in fact very important to them and their communities. The symbol of togetherness was also very important to the ancient Nordic people. This is because if a war did break out, they would enlist the help of women warriors, which I can only conclude means that they do in fact see a strong sense of togetherness with each other if they enlist the help of every person in their community. Taking a comparativist approach, I can conclude that the sense of togetherness was very strong with both groups, as seen in their art throughout all the ages and eras that they have created it. There are also many other cultures who do use the symbol of a tree as togetherness or friendship with others, but I found the most in Hindu art and ancient Nordic art. However, these similarities may be merely coincidental. That is because trees can be found nearly everywhere on the planet except for a few areas where they cannot be. The symbol of a tree could also mean nature or plant life in general, as most religions believed in a Mother Earth or Mother Nature. A few examples would be Gaia from Greek mythology or Mother Earth from Native American religions. With this, my Unit 7 Artifact Podcast is now concluded. And finally, thank you for coming to the Artifact Podcast. All pictures and images belong to their respective owners, and they will be linked in the document that this podcast is attached to.